This is the history site mockup designed by myself and Bree Bias. The main page of the history site would consist of a map of the Hampden County with each of the individual names of the towns hyperlinked. For example, if you were to click on a town that does not have all the information set up yet, you would receive a message saying, "Coming soon, contact your local historical society," and the historical society would be linked or hyperlinked within the message. If you clicked on a name that did have all the information, you would be linked to a page similar to this. However, jumping back real quick, the main page would also scroll down, exposing a rolling blog roll of features, news, and other interesting items on the site and associated sites. The linked page would have 3 to 5 featured articles, each with various information, pictures, and when clicked on, would lead to a pop-up box with information and hyperlinked photos as well. Bree?
Yes, now one thing about those photos, we can actually put the photos into the content just for the purposes of this presentation. They didn't fit in the box, so we had to link them. So we decided to start with the Holyoke Canal System. That's what everyone on the team agreed on, since we have a lot of records that relate to that. And we also put together a series of features that created this picture of Holyoke during the Industrial Revolution. So up on the screen right now, you see an abridged version of the research we compiled on the Holyoke Canal System. This is just what would fit in the box. When we have an actual site with a scroll bar, we can include more. Down the bottom here, we did a roundup of our county records that included these landmarks from Holyoke and the Industrial Revolution. So if we click on that, right where the cursor is, we get this roundup that we have with all the indexing that the team had already put together and links to where people can find it. So it's this nice little compilation that people can go to without having to go through as much legwork of searching through all the records. So if we go back, and we would also include information about whoever submitted the content or where we got the content. So for example here, the history room at the Holyoke Library was very helpful in putting together a lot of this research for us. So we'd make sure that we credit them and link back to their site. So we did the same thing with the Holyoke Dam. So if we click on that, we see some of this abridged content as well. If we back out of that, we also just did a smaller framework for the Connecticut River Railroad Station, otherwise known as Richardson Station. And we also included a little trivia question. For example, what 1885 epidemic caused the designer to design the original station with a quarantine room for immigrants? Fun fact, the answer is smallpox. And we also did just the brief framework for Holyoke Water Power, just to show the form that the content could take. And this is not meant to be a suggestion of what the final visual design would look like. That's something we're going to discuss later. This is just an outline of what kind of form it could take. So there would be different colors, pictures, all that kind of fun stuff would come later. So if we scroll down on the Holyoke page, we'd see there would be links to other content, like other landmarks within Holyoke, and also links to other institutions or resources, for example, the Holyoke Library. And something the group also talked about was the idea of accepting content submissions from the community and letting people propose and contribute their own content to put on the site. So we would want to include a place for that, whether it be contact email that they can submit things to, or we could create a little submission form box like we have on our website. And so that's all we had for now. I will be sending the notes from our discussions, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.